wait a bit. Before you leave this video, let me just quickly give you a brief idea about this video. So in this video, I am gonna show you how I created this loop animation in a smartphone, as well as its background starting from rough sketch to full colored piece. As usual, I have used Flipaclip for animation and ibisPaintX for background painting and character design. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. First of all, I made some rough designs of the character in my sketchbook and also write some notes about how I will execute this. Then I opened Flipaclip and started doing it with 12 frames per second. First I did only rough hand movement, which was coming from air to the ice cream bowl. It took me just 9 frames and it looked like this, which seems very awkward and unusual. Then I tried again by observing my own hand, and here it looked like this. Now you can see the difference side by side. Then I animated the full loop by adding head and shoulder movements. And after it, I added hair animation to the bald head. In the next step, I added expression to it according to the movements. I did it with red ink in order to differentiate from other lines. This loop took around 38 frames with 3 layers, one for body movements, one for hair movements, and one for expressions. In fact, this free version of Flipaclips allows only 3 layers. And here completes the rough animation, which look like this in motion. Before going further, let's just quickly draw the background first and also the table and ice cream as the foreground. As I said, I have used ibisPaintX for this. I just captured one of its frame of the loop, then drew on it. This will help to put things in its place accordingly. I don't want to make the background more complex, so I tried to make it look like a cafe with some blurriness, which will represent a depth of field. Then I drew the character with the pose of only one frame in order to blend it into the background. In fact, this will help to draw the other frames in Flipaclip. Therefore, I have saved this image in different parts in the form of transparent PNG, which are like one for body, one for hair, one for expressions, and one for head, and finally one for ice cream and table as the foreground. Then coming to the next part, I have first imported the body part to the Flipaclip and animated according to the rough animation by keeping the light source in mind. Since I have already drawn the character in ibisPaintX, it makes easier to pick and apply colors. So it looked like this without head. After adding both head and hair, it looked like this. I just used lasso tool to give movement to the head by just copying and pasting. But in case of hair, I animated them according to the rough animation. Now after just adding expression, background and little bit of sound effects all together, the final product will be ready. But before that, let me just show you all the phases of this animation at a time.